Hi everybody, Miss Wilson here again for Maths Today. This is our final step in learning about division. Can you believe it? You've done so well. So today is Thursday, the 4th of February 2021. And we're going to start with some counting practice. And today we're practicing our lots of 10, our 10 times table, which will really help us today. So remember, counting 10 on your fingers, use the number grid, or even grab some small objects if you'd like. Pause now and give these questions a go. Okay, let's see how you got on. So the first question is 1 times 10, one lot of 10. So that is the first 10 in the 10 times table. So if I'm counting in tens, one lot of 10 is 10. So well done if you wrote that 1 times 10 is 10. 7 lots of 10. Okay, got my fingers ready, 7 lots of 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Well done if you wrote 70. 4 times 10. My fingers ready. 10, 20, 30, 40. 4 times 10 is 40. Some of you might have remembered the pattern in that we are moving our ones into the tens column. So you might have found this super easy and flew through it, or you might be doing it how I am, counting on your fingers. 6 times 10. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 6 times 10 is 60. Then I told you that something times 10 equals 80. So you might have spotted the pattern, or we start at 0 and we count in tens until we get to 80. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. How many jumps did that take me? 8. So 8 times 10 is 80. And the last one, something times 10 is 100. So start at 0, counting in tens to 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That took me 10 jumps. 10 times 10 is 100. Tick or fix those and let's go. Today we will practice grouping and sharing tens, and then we're going to learn to divide by 10 by spotting a pattern, and then we're going to create fact families from arrays. So this is very similar to what we did the other day. Here are 20 flowers, and we can either share the flowers between 10 pots, or we can group the flowers into pots of 10. And both of those will help us find a division sentence. So I would like you to pause, maybe go and get 20 small objects, share them between 10, and then group them into groups of 10, and see if you can come up with 2 number sentences for that. Pause now. Let's see how you got on. So I'm going to start with sharing. So I have shared my flowers out into pots. So I drew 10 pots and I shared my flowers between them, and that made 2 flowers in each pot. The groups were equal. So my number sentence is 20 flowers divided by shared between 10 equals 2. 20 divided by 10 equals 2. Then I ask you to have a go at grouping. So I have 20 flowers and I have grouped them into 10. So I've got 10 here and 10 here. And I had to fill 2 pots of 10. So 20 divided by 10 equals 2. 20 flowers grouped into groups of 10 needed 2 pots. 20 divided by 10 equals 2. That should feel really familiar now. It's a pattern we've been doing a lot. Here I have one group of 10 cubes, and I can write that as 1 times 10 is 10. One lot of 10 equals 10. I'm going to use these cubes to now work out a division sentence. So I've started with 10. So here I've made 10. So I've now got 10. And now I'm going to divide that between 10 groups. I've shared it between 10. And that has given me 1 cube in each group. So 1 times 10 is 10. But if I then divide that 10 into 10 groups, I get 1 cube in each. Now I've got 2 groups of 10. 2 times 10 equals 10, 20. 10, 20. Now I'm going to divide that between 10. So 20 divided by 10 has given me 2. So 2 times 10 is 20. 20 divided by 10 equals 2. So I have my 20 and I shared them equally between 10 groups. Are you spotting a pattern? Now I have 3 lots of 10, 10, 20, 30. 3 times 10 equals 30. I'm going to divide that again now. So I'm going to divide my 30 cubes between 10. 30 divided by 10. 30 divided by 10. What do you think that equals? Well done, equals 1, 2, 3. There's 3 in each group. Have you guessed what side's coming next? 4 lots of 10. I've got 10, 20, 30, 40. So my number sentence is 4 times 10 equals 40. 4 lots of 10 equals 40. Do you think you could pause here and have a go at the division sentence? So I'll give you a clue. You will start with 40. So it will begin 40 divided by. Pause now and give it a go. Well done. If you had your 40 cubes, you shared between 10 to find out there are 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes in each group. 4 times 10 equals 40, but 40 divided by 10 equals 4. That is the inverse calculation. These are the number sentences that we just worked out. So here are our lots of and here are our divides by. 1 times 10 is 10, but 10 divided by 10 equals 1. I want you to have a look at that pattern and see if you can work out what number sentence might come next in the pattern and see how far you can go if you can think of more steps in the pattern. Maybe get some objects to help you if you'd like to see it, or you might have been able to spot a pattern here, a pattern here, and here, and here. So pause now and give it a go. Okay, the next one in the pattern, if I look here, I'm increasing by 1 every time here and 10 every time here. And it's the same for my division, but the numbers have swapped round. So on this side I have my 10s and this side my 1s. Let's have a look. 5 times 10 is 50. 50 divided by 10 equals 5. I've done one more lot of 10 on this side, one more lot of 10 on this side. What came next? Shout out at me. What number is going to come next? 6. 6 times 10 is 60. 60 divided by 10 equals 6. Shout out at me. What do you think is coming next? 7. 7 times 10 is 70. 70 divided by 10 equals 7. Let's do one more. Shout out what do you think it is? Well done. 8 times 10 is 80. 80 divided by 10 equals 8. You may have kept going after that. Well done if you did. Send me a picture so I can see how far you managed to get in the pattern. Okay, we're going to use an array to help us see that now in a picture. So here I have an array. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 groups. And in each group there is 1, 2, 3. 10 lots of 3. Okay, well I can count in 10s. Let's count in 10s 3 times. 10, 20, 30. My first number sentence is 3 lots of 10 equals 30. You can see I've circled 3 groups of 10. I also know that multiplication is commutative, isn't it? I can swap these two numbers round and my answer will stay the same. If 3 times 10 equals 30, then 10 times 3 also equals 30, because multiplication is commutative. Now let's have a look at our dividing. So when I'm dividing, I start with the number I have altogether, 30. And I've divided these into 1, 2, 3 groups. And that has made 10 in each group. So my two number sentences for dividing are going to be 30 divided into 3 groups equals 10, or 30 shared into groups of 10 equals 3. So can you see how all of those number sentences all relate to each other? It's just what we did before, but this time we've got the picture to help us. I would like you to pause here and use this array to fill in the boxes in your book. So let's count how many we've got all together to get you started. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 lots of 10. 4 times 10. 10, 20, 30, 40. 4 times 10 is 40. Just giving you the first one. Pause now and fill in the rest. Okay, let's tick or fix our answers. So I've circled them so I can really clearly see to myself the groups. And like I said, we have 4 times 10 equals 40. And we know multiplication is commutative. So if I swap those numbers round, I can say 10 times 4 equals 40. When I'm dividing, I started with 40 and I put it into groups of 10, which gave me 4 groups. 40 divided by 10 equals 4. Then I looked at sharing, had 40, shared into 4 groups, made 10 in each group. 40 divided by 4 equals 10. Well done if you got those right. Please do not worry if not, but hopefully you're starting to see a pattern. So your job today, number 1, is to complete some fact families with arrays like we just did. Number 2 is to complete the division number sentences. There's also a challenge on Google Classrooms, which is a word problem. Let us know how you get on, and well done on all your fantastic dividing over the last few weeks.